I don't even know what to say at this point. Should we just expect this stuff to happen? Has this become a regular thing? It's not just spring cleaning. It's now winter, summer, fall, and spring. It's all of them. It's all the seasons. My question, and it's the same question I asked in the last stream, and the one before that, and the one before that, and the one before that. When does it stop? When does it stop? How many people do you need to release? How many people do you need to put out of the job? Seriously, WWE, what are we doing? I keep asking that question and I don't get an answer. Are we trimming the fat? Because it's looking like you got no more fat to trim. Jesus Christ, at this point in time, what are you gonna do? Your women's division is thin, paper thin. You have no more tag teams. You have no main event players outside the usual. After Roman is done with Brock, Drew, and Rock, what else you got? Big E ain't got no one to face. Anyone new? What are we gonna do? What is going on? All this bullshit about budget cuts. Miss me with that. What is really going on? Because you're not just getting rid of talent that are on the sideline. Let me just start from the beginning. I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome. Hi. Alyx, just Alyx. I was on here earlier talking about Survivor Series. How that show is the worst hype show in the world. And I'm thinking, you know what? Let's just get through it. Rumble season's coming up. WrestleMania season's coming up. A new horizon is coming up. And then I get hit with this. I couldn't even get through the day without some more bad news. And this is bad news. The releases in this one, now, Keith Lee being released, that one hit hard. That one was a huge wake-up call for me personally, in terms of there is no future. There is no future for these talents. They'll let you get up there. They'll let you try. You won't do well, but you'll at least get a chance. You'll at least try. And then Vince will get tired of you, and then he'll let you go. I can't even say that anymore. I can't even say that. Hit Row didn't even get a shot. Isaiah Swerve Scott, Top Dolla, B-Fab, Ashante the Adonis. They didn't even get a shot. Gone. John Morrison. What was the point of bringing him in? They brought him in last year, gone. Or was it 2019? They brought him in recently. Gone. Frankie Monet, I should have suspected. I should have connected the dots. The moment Frankie was gone, I should have just assumed, well, Morrison's on his way out. But I was a fool, because I thought, well, Morrison has a tenure, former IC champ, former tag team champ, former ECW world champ, was pushed as a main event player. But it's clear to me they only hired him to stop him from going to AEW. They threw money at him like a mofo to stop him from going to AEW. That is the truth. That's the truth. They stopped a lot of these talents from going to AEW by throwing money their way. And they only did that for that reason. Now, they don't see AEW as a threat. or a big enough of a threat? What the hell is going on? I'm seriously trying to get inside the head of Vince McMahon, of Bruce Pritchard, and usually I do a very good job. Listen, I don't always agree, but at least I can comprehend, I can understand. My hands up in the air now. My hands are up in the air. I don't know what else to say. And apparently we're not done. We're not done. We got more coming. Sean Rossap told me this is only another round. We got more releases coming up. So, if you are someone that believes WWE is the land of milk and honey, it's time to cut that out. It's time to stop. The WWF that you grew up with, that you knew, or the WWE that you grew up with, is dead. It's gone. It is not the place for professional wrestling. I don't even think they know what they are anymore. This is ridiculous. This is downright crazy. How many people were released, by the way? I didn't even count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 8 people were released. 4 of them didn't even get a shot. One of them was completely misused. The other one was a joke from day one. And I feel bad for him because he really, really tried. And then the other is Shane Thorne. Hey, the mighty don't kneel can finally get back together. Just saying. But when does it stop? Where does it stop? See, it would make more sense. I'm not trying to advocate for anybody to get released. By the way, we have 300 people here live. And it's kind of sad. I literally just got done talking about this. And I'll say it again in just a second. I just need to get this off my chest. 300 people, please like the video. We got 70 likes. Get it up to, fuck it, we can probably hit 300. 300 likes. Probably more. Let's aim high. Let's aim high. 500. I'm not advocating for anybody to be released. But wouldn't it make more sense to release the people that aren't featured on TV? I love Samoa Joe. Y'all not using him. Why wasn't he released? You tried to release him earlier. Triple H brought him back to NXT because he was like, that's stupid, and it is. But Vince took over NXT. He's not using Samoa Joe. Get rid of him. Gargano's about to be released. He's not re-signing. Kyle O'Reilly's about to be released. He's not re-signing. I guarantee you he's not re-signing. They're not doing anything with him. Ricochet is basically leading catering. Cedric Alexander, Shelton Benjamin. When was the last time I even saw Daniel Brooke? How the hell is Dolph Ziggler still on the roster? Like, I'm not advocating for anyone to be released, but it would make a lot more sense. Bobby Roode. I saw someone say, Robert Roode, excuse me. Bobby, Robert, same person. I saw a lot of names in the live chat. These are people who aren't even featured. Why would you release people who are on TV? Freaking Tegan Nox just won a tag team match for the women's tag team titles months ago. And she just got drafted to Raw. Freaking Hit Row. Hit Row was on every single show. Had a tag match. Had a promo segment. Paul Heyman just put them over in that MMA Hour interview with Ariel, what was his name? You know who I'm talking about. The guy that leads the MMA Hour. Paul Heyman just put them over. Gone. These are people who are featured. John Morrison. John Morrison. That's just not some ham and egger. Johnny Nitro. One half of Eminem. Former IC champ. ECW champ. He has a tenure in the company. And he was all over Raw and SmackDown, the more I think about it. And y'all released him. And I'm sorry, and I'll get to it in just a second. I don't even understand why you brought him in. What was the point of bringing him in if this is what you were going to do with him? What was the point of bringing any of these people in? What was the point of calling them up? Why didn't you just leave them down on NXT? Why didn't you leave Tegan Nox down on NXT? Why even bring up Hit Row? Hit Row would have been freaking fire on NXT. At least they would have gotten over it. They would have stuck with what they were doing. And I don't understand why anybody continues to support this company. I don't. And you know something? Even the wrestlers are saying that. You think I'm lying? Come with me for a minute. Come with me for a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to someone who was just released by WWE. A very intelligent woman, the wife of John Morrison, Miss Taya Valkyrie, aka Frankie Monet, who recently posted this on Twitter. And I quote, Stop supporting a company that has zero, nada respect for their talent. You love professional wrestling. Spend your money on the hundreds of other alternatives. This is wrong. Ethically, as employers, they don't care about us, talent or fans. That is coming from someone who was just released. She was just there. Now you can say her emotions are high. You can say whatever you want. But that's happening a lot more often now. The wrestlers they're done with it. They're done with the bullshit. They are done defending this company. They are done walking that corporate line. Even the people in WWE are getting sick of it. Now, Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair, they can speak their minds. Nothing will happen to them. We all know this. Ricochet, Mustafa Ali, even Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. You say one thing out of line, oh, we need to do some more budget cuts. Thank you for what you've done. Best of luck on your future endeavors. This is not the place you should go work anymore. And I gotta say this too, and I'll get to the releases after this, I promise. But I gotta say this. I really get sick and tired of fans complaining to me that I'm too negative. That I'm negative. I'm the problem. Alyx, you talk about Raw and SmackDown all the time and you rant on it. Why? Because what do you want me to do? I have a wrestling channel. That, trust me, believe it or not, that's made to speak positively about wrestling. I don't like talking negatively about this shit. You think I like tearing apart Raw and SmackDown? Unfortunately, guess what gets views? Raw rants, SmackDown rants, rants on WWE when they release people. Case in point, you're watching one right now. All 300 of you. Oh, excuse me. All 400 of you. 400 people. 400 people watching me. I couldn't even get this for my AEW stream. I'm positive, super positive. I was gushing all over that AEW show this past Wednesday. Said it was one of the best dynamites I've ever seen. 50 people. 50 fucking people. Barely scratched 100 at the end of that broadcast. 50 people. WWE releases talent, 400 people. Raw sucks, 200 people. SmackDown is boring, 200 people. We need to start changing the guard. I am waiting. I'm waiting, y'all. You just let me know. Let me know when we're ready to finally move on from WWE. Because it's only a matter of time. It really is. They have no future. This whole bullshit about NXT 2.0 being their future, I've seen enough of the 2.0 version of NXT to know this company's dying. It is. The moment you do Rock and Roman Reigns, and I'm hearing more and more rumors that that's going to be happening sooner than later. Don't expect it to happen this year, though. If it doesn't happen, it's definitely happening at WrestleMania 39. That's the latest. So, once they get done with Rock and Roman, there is nothing else you can do. I'll be cherry picked. I'll just have to cherry pick something. Maybe Brock and Bobby. Maybe Ronda and Becky. And those are maybes. Ronda wants nothing to do with WWE. I don't think Lesnar wants to fight Bobby Lashley, which is ridiculous. You do Rock and Roman, you got nothing else. You're done. Because there's literally no one ready to fight Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is all the way up here. And the rest of the roster is way down here. Roman can't even elevate them anymore. You're about to lose Kevin Owens. You're about to lose Sami Zayn. I doubt he's staying. As I said, Johnny Gargano. When is enough enough? It never stops. It never stops. And you wonder why I turn on Raw and SmackDown and I'm dreading the show. Because I know every single moment that those people, Liv Morgan, the Shayna Baszlers, the Shotzi Blackhearts, the Street Profits, the Usos even. I know every single moment they spend on TV, it doesn't mean shit. Because even when you are prominently featured, you can still be released because of budget cuts. Liv Morgan is not safe. Carmella is not safe. Zelina Vega for sure is not safe. Unless your name is Roman Reigns, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. You're in the chopping block. Let's go through these releases one by one. And then afterwards, I'll go to the live chat. I see most of you donating. I will play super chats at the end of the broadcast. So if you want your opinions played live on the air, there are multiple ways to donate to me. Multiple ways. You can do it through YouTube. That's the most obvious way. But you can also do it through Cashapp, VENMO, PayPal. Donate to me however you want. And I will read your opinions on this craziness. Give me a follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. There's my email. T-shirts are down below. Let's not waste any time. One by one. The biggest name on the list, John Morrison. All this man did was come in and act like a goddamn idiot. He was an idiot. They made him into the buffoon. Johnny Drip Drip, going around with his gun spraying people with a water gun. I don't even understand what they were trying to do. I dare say, I don't mind getting heat for this. This is probably John Morrison's worst run ever. Ever. And Johnny Mundo, I don't care what you call him. Johnny Impact, Johnny Nitro, John Morrison. Johnny, he has had great runs. Impact Wrestling, AAA, Lucha Underground, my favorite run of his, Lucha Underground. Mwah! Beautiful. This one, the highlight was that match with Bad Bunny at WrestleMania. That was great. And then the zombies happened. Yeah, freaking zombies. Sorry. I don't respect a company that takes one of the most charismatic, most talented wrestlers in the world and makes him a second-hand idiot to The Miz. And you know what's sad? John Morrison was going to retire. He wanted to retire in WWE. He wanted to end his career in WWE. He didn't give a shit whether or not he became a world champion, whether he was a champion, period. He came out and said, I am ending my career in WWE, and he brought his wife with him. He brought Taya Valkyrie, Frankie Monet, two stars for you. And they got rid of both of them. I don't understand how you don't know what to do with John Morrison. That's a main event player right there. John Morrison versus Roman Reigns. What are we doing? What are we doing? I keep asking that question to WWE. What the fuck are you doing? How are you able to run this show and not know what to do with John Morrison? Oh, if they don't know what to do with John Morrison, Ricochet is definitely next. I hate to advocate anybody being released, but Ricochet, I'm even shocked he didn't get released now. This is ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Just like the number on the stream. Now we're closing in on 500 live. You know what? Since we're doing 500 people watching me live, get them likes up to 500. I want 500 likes now. Let's show these wrestlers the respect they deserve. Because we know damn well WWE was never going to give it to them. Where does Jomo go? Where does John Morrison go? Where does Johnny Drip, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, whatever you want to call him? I think Mr. Johnny Impact should be Mr. Johnny Elite or Mr. Johnny Dynamite. Tony, make the call. Make the call. Oh, there's too many people in AEW. You know what? Well, goddamn. Where else is he going to go? Sorry, but ROH is done. Impact isn't going to use him very well. Impact barely has an audience. Is he going to go to NWA? Where can he go to make the most money? You know what, Tony? Maybe it's time we take Rampage, make it 2 hours. Make Rampage 2 hours, make Dynamite 2 hours. You have a big enough roster to take both shows live on the road. You do. You do. They have a big enough roster to pack both shows. And now you're going to get Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, John Morrison, Scarlett, Taya Valkyrie. You make the call to Johnny Nitro, Johnny Impact, or in this case, Johnny Dynamite. You made that call. I feel bad for him. He wanted to retire in WWE and they released him. I think that is absolute shit. He'll be fine. He'll be fine wherever he goes, honestly. All right. Next up on the list, Tegan Nox. This one hurts for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's almost one of those releases that was destined to happen because she's just injury prone. That woman, every time I turn around, she's hurt. She's always dealing with something. So it hurts from that aspect. But it hurts even more that she never got a shot. This isn't one of those things where they tried pushing her and then she got hurt. Then they tried pushing her again. And then she got hurt again. And then she got hurt again. Let's be real. The only times I saw her like lose TV time, 2017. And then I think she got hurt before her feud with Dakota Kai. I think. And then she took time off and came back. But she came back. She loves this. Loved it so much that she got the call up to the main roster. I don't even know. Here's the crazy part about someone like Tegan Nox. We don't even know what she could have done. See, I think about Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair on NXT, she was good, but she wasn't Bayley. She wasn't Nakamura. She wasn't Aleister Black. She wasn't Tommaso Ciampa. She wasn't Adam Cole in Undisputed Era. She was Bianca Belair. She was good. She wasn't Rhea Ripley. She wasn't Shayna Baszler. She wasn't Asuka. She was Bianca Belair. Moved up to the main roster, instant main event player. Main event sensation, main event WrestleMania with Sasha Banks. Now, you ask me, top 2 best women on the entire roster. I put Bianca right next to Sasha Banks, who's number 1. Bianca didn't have that for me on NXT. But on the main roster in WWE, phenomenal. Tegan Nox could have done the exact same thing. They just never gave her a shot. Michael Cole gushed over this one. He loved Tegan Nox. Said it was her favorite. Said she was his favorite on that women's tournament, the Mae Young Classic tournament. I can see why. Loved her feud with Dakota Kai. That feud was amazing. I wish, personally, and again, it's easy to say this in hindsight, I would have given the belt to Dakota Kai just so Tegan and her could feud for it. Because that would have been so goddamn dope. I'm saying that would have been so goddamn dope. But you just have to just accept that this isn't for her. You know, in terms of WWE, this is not for her. Maybe she'll find something on the indie market. I don't see AEW picking this one up, but NWA, perfect. I think Tegan Nox would be a fantastic pickup for NWA. Maybe even in Impact Wrestling. I don't know. AEW might pass this one up, quite frankly. Because, I don't know. I feel bad. They just never gave her a shot. I don't feel bad for this next one. This next one had it coming. Jaxson Ryker. Jaxson Ryker had it coming. Again, same thing with Nia Jax. Was never a fan of his. I'm not going to start now. And I think his Impact Wrestling name was Gunner. Right? It was Gunner. I don't remember Gunner all that much. Actually, no, I lied. I do remember him. I just never was a fan of his. So, he's back to being Gunner. I guess Impact Wrestling is going to pick him up, right? Because I seriously doubt AEW wants him. I don't think anybody wants him. And yes, his political views does hurt. Mr. Anti-Vax. I'm actually shocked he lasted as long as he did. But no, I'm not, because I'm pretty sure a lot of the WWE suits execs have the same mentality as him. Let's just call it like it is. Let's call it like it is. If you think Jaxson Ryker is a man, the lone fish in a water of sharks, in a sea of sharks, come on now. But outside of his political views, what has he brought to what has he actually brought to anything? What did he do? Wasn't he on he was on NXT. What was he doing? The Forgotten Sons. Forgotten Sons. Then they paired him with Elias. That went nowhere. What has he done? I'm actually very surprised he lasted this long, outside of the political view argument thing. Regardless, this man brings no value to WWE. Does that mean I want him to not have a job? Does that mean I want him to not pay for medical bills, feed his family, feed himself? I don't wish that on anybody. But you're not going to see me lose sleep over Jaxson Ryker. Sorry. I put Jaxson Ryker in the same category as Eva Marie, as a Nia Jax. I'm not losing any sleep over any of this. Sorry. I'm just not. Ladies and gentlemen, we've set a new record here in the stream. 500 people are watching me live. 500 people. Let's get these likes up. 500 people, 500 likes. Get these goddamn likes up. All right, let's play some super chats. Let me take a break. Let me take a break and see what y'all been saying.
I hate WWE. I never go to WWE events anymore. Will you want Drake Maverick, Hit Row, Tegan Nox, John Morrison and his wife sign with AEW in 90 days?
Absolutely. John Morrison for sure. Hit Row, not all Hit Row. Swerve, yes. Oh yeah, bring Taya Valkyrie over. Drake. Drake Maverick. We'll see.
Poor John Morrison and Jaxson crying, they're underrated.
Jaxson, sir? Well, that's your opinion. I'll respectfully disagree. John Morrison, though, 1000% agreed. Jaxson Ryker, though? I don't see the talent. I don't. That's not me saying you can't be a fan of his. I just have to question why. Why him, of all people? You know what I mean?
I want WWE released AJ Styles because I want to see AJ Styles against Kenny Omega, AJ Styles against Adam Cole in AEW.
It's not happening. They're never, ever gonna release AJ Styles. They will go out of business before they drop him. AJ will have to release himself. Meaning when his contract is up, he'll just not have to sign. That's the only way he leaves WWE. He's not getting released.
They're preparing to sell the company and want to give the impression of more profit. That's why they're releasing everyone.
But you're not going to have a company if they release everybody. Okay, this is dumb. I don't even know what to say about them trying to sell the company anymore if you're releasing everybody. Everybody? Like, holy shit. Everybody? Everybody. We still got more super chats. I'm not doing it.
Isn't it scary to think that these talents are one Vince McMahon? I'm bored with this one, away from getting released. That's no way to live. Damn.
I don't know what to say to that, but you're right. That's literally what it is. It's Vince going, I'm bored. I am so bored of this one. I'm done. Can we do something else? We can't. All right, we'll get rid of him. I'm done playing with this toy. Give me another toy to play with. That's literally what it is. 1000% agree.
What about Bayley? Do you think she will get released by WWE?
I mean, at this point, maybe. Fuck it. She isn't. You know, her and Asuka aren't cream of the crop. They'll probably release them and then call up freaking Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction. You think I'm playing?
All these releases by WWE is to oversaturate free agents so AEW can sign them and bloat their roster to make Daddy Shad to cut funding to AEW, no doubt.
Look here, that's not gonna work. Do y'all understand that both the Khans, first off, Tony Khan by himself has more money than Vince McMahon. Daddy Khan has more money than both of them combined. So, you wanna take Daddy Khan and Tony Khan's money, put them together, they could buy out the Avengers. They could buy out the Justice League and the Avengers. So this whole idea that, oh, they're gonna overload and oversaturate AEW's roster to where they spend more money than they're making. You can't outspend their money. You literally cannot outspend their money. You can't. Do you know how much money they have? I think Tony Khan had like 7 billion or 8 billion? And then freaking Daddy Khan had like 15? It's double digit billions. You're not gonna outspend that. People don't seem to realize how much money $1 billion is. You will never spend.
You know AEW wants Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio.
Well, they'll probably release them next. Shit. Yeah, don't think Dominic Mysterio isn't on the top chopping block either. I'm stuttering my words now. Don't think Dominic Mysterio isn't on the chopping block. I got 2 more super chats, and then I'll get back to it. Because I know a lot of y'all want to get the rest of my
I am surprised the Mysterios are not released yet since they are losing every week.
They'll probably... Yeah, they're not going to openly release Rey Mysterio. I think Mysterio will have to request his release. You know Rey wants to get the fuck out of there. You know that. It's the same thing with Charlotte Flair. You know she wants to leave too, but she's making too much money and the position is way too good. Yeah, but you might have to reconsider that Rumble.
I might have to get a refund for the Rumble Tears of Joy.
Yeah, alright. For real, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know who could win the Rumble at this point. I guess Bayley if she's healthy enough to come back, but outside of her, I guess it's gonna be Bianca and Drew again. It's gonna be the same people. It's gonna be Drew and Bianca. Maybe you bring Edge back. I don't fucking know, dude. Let's get back to it. Who we on? Also, we did Jaxson Ryker. Let's knock this one out. Shane Thorne. Retribution. Nothing else that he said. He was dead on arrival. Dead on arrival. Matter of fact, Mia Yim is gone. Retribution. Mercedes Martinez is gone. Retribution. Shane Thorne is gone. Retribution. That leaves Mustafa, T-Bar, and Mace. The Retribution curse is real. But you know what? Shane Thorne, this is the best thing that could happen to him because now he can reform his tag team with the Mighty Don't Kneel. The Mighty Don't Kneel. Bruh. Super excited for that tag team to get back together. But outside of that, he didn't really have much impact on NXT or WWE. He'll be okay. I got nothing else to say about him. Now this next guy, Drake Maverick. I want to react to something. He posted a video on his Twitter that I want to watch. And I want you guys to watch it with me. Because it's a play off of what he did in 2019 when they released him. Yeah, so we're going to play it. We're gonna react to it because it is a really. I've only seen part of it. It's really good. So if you guys don't mind, here's my reaction. That's a bit blurry. Here we go. This is my reaction to Drake Maverick's reaction of his release. And go.
So I just got off the phone with WWE Talent Relations. Let me know that as of today I've been released from my contract.
Step-by-step replay of what he did in 2019. Even the tears. Ooh, let me turn this down. Sorry about that. Wasn't expecting that. Ominous music. What's this? What's this? Oh, okay. Is that his dark side?
Look at you. You can't pull this one again. Get up. You're going to be fine. I mean, everything they ever gave you, you turned into a moment. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If they wanted you to be a manager, you made it work. If they wanted you to run around 24/7, you made it work. They even tried to get rid of you. You made that work too. I don't know what else to tell you. You're a success. You've always been a success. And you're going to carry on being a success. You did everything you said you were going to do in life. You're a success. Look at me.
This is good acting.
Hey. I know we've been here before. We don't belong here anymore. What was our dream? Come on, what was our dream? It wasn't to be a WWE superstar, was it? It was to be a professional wrestler. You can't be fired from wrestling, pal. Somebody's going to book you. Even an idiot like you. But what I'm asking you to do is get up. Because if you don't get up, this whole journey, this whole dream, it's going to die. It's going to end. And we got so much more that we need to accomplish in this journey. It's going to keep going. But we're not going to accomplish nothing if you don't get up. Come on, get up. What, you're just going to let this dream die? Get up.
Damn.
We're going to accomplish everything. Get up. Get up.
That's some good acting. That's That's pretty good. I like how this looks, though. This is very professional. This is well done. Did he do this himself? Yo. I have a couple of questions, too. I'll ask you in a second. Take it off, man. Who's that? Who that? Oh, is that how it ends? Yo, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Yo, for real. Show him some love on Twitter, y'all. Show him some love. That was good. He did that all by himself. First question. Did he do that all in one day? Like, did they call him earlier today and then he made that all in one span? There's no way. Something tells me he had a feeling he was about to be released way before today, and he made this a long ass time ago. I gotta ask, like, that. I don't want to sit here and act like he did that all in one sitting. There's no way, because that was really good. We got people in the live chat saying that it was EC3 calling him. Was it EC3 or was it Tony? That's pretty good. John Cena did in fact quote tweet this, and it was also quote tweeted by Taya Valkyrie. This was really well done. I control your narrative. That was good. That video alone was all we needed to see from Drake Maverick. That right there shows you the type of talent you let go, WWE. He is a fantastic actor. And he's a solid wrestler. But what he excels at is being a character. Is being someone that can get you to care. Get you to invest. Which is what makes the dollar bills. And whatever company picks him up, AEW might pick him up. Impact might make... Whoever picks him up, they're going to get a gold mine in Drake Maverick. EC3, hey, ROH is done. So EC3 and Drake Maverick might get back together. Man, shit. Hey, good luck to him. I hate that he lost his job, because that's another one who had a dream of one day working with WWE. He built his entire career. He built his entire career around WWE. What do I need to do to get to WWE? That's what he built his entire career off of. And I feel so fucking bad for him. I do. I feel so bad for Drake Maverick, because he really did try. He really did try to be his best self for WWE. And he did. He became his best self. And they still thought he was nothing. Still did not see the talent in him. So, good luck to him. He's going to be great. The most egregious one, and I say this one for last on purpose, because this one just pisses me off. This one is going down as one of the dumbest decisions WWE has ever done. They released Hit Row. We need to drop NXT. We just need to drop it. Can we take all of the people on NXT and just move them up. Number one, drop NXT. Take everybody on the NXT roster right now, just move them up to Raw and SmackDown. Just move them up. Because what's the point? To me, the last two shots that WWE had to redeem themselves when it comes to their NXT call-ups, the last two shots were Frankie Monet and Hit Row. Karrion Kross and Keith Lee, they were gimmies too, but they fucked them up. Frankie Monet and Hit Row were the last two shots. Guess what? Fucked them up. NXT is dead. It's done. It's time to get rid of it. You have completely buried Triple H's baby. The promotion that, in my opinion, was the A show, NXT, from 2014 to 2019. It was the best wrestling show, period, in the world. For 5 years, it created talent. Let's start from the beginning. Adrian Neville, Bo Dallas, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe. Well, Samoa Joe wasn't created, but he came in and made a name for himself on NXT. And at that point in time, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and then Shinsuke Nakamura were top merchandise sellers. Top merchandise sellers alongside Bayley, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte. And then you had Asuka. Then you had Ember Moon. Then you had Shayna Baszler. Then you had Rhea Ripley. Then you got Johnny Gargano. Then you got FTR. Then you got freaking Tommaso Ciampa, Aleister Black, Andrade with Zelina Vega. And let's not forget about S-A-W-F-T, Swerve, Enzo Amore and Big Cass. All these names I'm giving you. We didn't even talk about Bronson Reed. We didn't even talk about Karrion Kross. We don't even need to talk about Damian Priest because he's doing okay. Let's see how long that one lasts. That one actually might make it, hopefully. But all of them, completely embarrassed, completely misused, completely buried. Frankie Monet didn't get a shot. Hit Row touched the main roster. Was just starting the race, just starting their marathon, and it was over. B-Fab gets released for no reason, and then now Hit Row's gone. The entire group of Hit Row, done, gone. Why? Budget cuts? Bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit. This is not no budget cut. This is not a budget cut you need to do. There was no reason to get rid of them. None. They didn't even let them fuck up. This is what's crazy about it. It isn't like a Keith Lee, which, by the way, I still get so upset when it comes to Keith Lee. It isn't like they gave them a Keith Lee push. Brought Keith Lee in, beat Randy Orton, tried to book him as a main event player. Vince wasn't liking it, tried to change it up. He got sick, wasn't liking it, released him. All right. As much as I hate that, and the idea of them releasing him, I don't like that. You can somewhat see why they did it. Samoa Joe, same thing, injury prone. Great talent. I hated them releasing them, but you understand. Bray Wyatt, same thing. Main event push, main event push, main event push. We continue to fuck him up. We're still fucking him up. Frustrations backstage. He's yelling at Vince, telling Vince he doesn't like this. Got rid of him. Hated that probably more than Samoa Joe. And who else did I say? Keith Lee. But you understand. What did Hit Row do? They literally did nothing. Frankie Monet and Hit Row literally did nothing. And they got released. This is the one that should let everybody know no one is safe. No one on that roster is safe. If you can get on the roster and do nothing, and they still release you, you've done nothing wrong. And it's not like they're bad talent. You didn't even give them a chance to be bad. That's what's crazy about this. They didn't even get a shot to fuck up. It'd be one thing if they pushed them and then they were just bad. Bad promos, wasn't getting over, the crowd didn't care. All right, sorry, you're not connecting, bye. Okay. They didn't even get a shot. They just got there and then they were gone. What are we doing? And it hurts. It hurts because I feel like this group would have been so good on NXT. If Triple H's NXT was still around and they still had Full Sail, I could have seen this group take over the entire show. Swerve could be the world champ, the NXT world champ. Top Dolla and Ashanti could be the tag champs. And even B-Fab at one point would be the women's champ. If not, fuck it. Okay, Frankie Monet could be women's champ. But that was my prediction too. I even called that. Months ago, I said Frankie Monet was going to be women's champ. I said Top Dolla and Ashanti was going to be tag champs. And I gave Swerve the North American Championship. That was my prediction. And that's what they were going to do with it. They were going in that direction. And then Vince said, all right, we're going to call them up. And then they released them. Why didn't you just leave them on NXT if you didn't know what you wanted to do with them? The one I feel bad about the most is Swerve. Swerve, if you look at what he's done for WWE, you think about the podcast. They moved his podcast to the network, by the way. They moved his podcast to the network. He was ingrained into the WWE system. He felt like a lifer. Wasn't bothering nobody. Got a chance to interview Bayley and other WWE talent. He was set. He was ready to go the distance for Vince, for the company. He was ready to be a WWE guy. He was going to be their dude. And they fucked it up. It'd be one thing if they got rid of Ashanti and Top Dolla and kept Swerve, because at least that would make sense because of how ingrained he was in WWE. The fact that they just cut him like that due to budget cuts, bullshit again. I don't get what we're doing anymore. And I keep saying that, but I gotta reiterate it. I don't get what the fuck we're doing anymore. What are we doing? What is the point? People are saying we're trying to sell. Sell to who? You're not gonna have a roster if you keep cutting all these people. This one hurt because I still am a big fan of Hit Row. But I was really hoping this one was gonna work. I was all in on Hit Row. I said, oh, here we go. This is it. We hit a jackpot with this one. It's unique. A rap group who raps their promos and it feels natural. Like, just go with it. Just go with it. See where it takes you. If it bombs, it bombs. Whatever. See where it takes you. They just didn't go with it. You can't even blame the talent now because you didn't even allow them to fuck up. So, I'm scared for Liv Morgan. I'm scared for Shotzi Blackheart. I'm scared for Toni Storm. Toni Storm's probably on her way out too. I'm scared for all these other NXT call-ups. I'm scared for Io Shirai. I'm scared for Dakota Kai. I'm scared for, well, Gargano's on his way out, so don't need to be scared for him. Didn't care about Dexter Lumis. He'll be okay. I'm scared for a lot of people now, man. No one's safe. No one's safe. If Hit Row can get cut, no one's safe. Well, Bray Wyatt got cut, so you know no one is safe. Because what did they say? We want someone who's below the age of what? Below the age of 40 and something along the lines? I don't know. I don't even know what the requirement is to be in WWE anymore. I don't get it. But if you're going to get rid of Hit Row, we need to drop NXT. Just call everybody up. Rex Steiner, Braun Breaker, I guess, whatever you want to call him. He can do what he's doing on the main roster. Just move everybody up. Stop wasting our time with NXT. Because it shows me once and for all that you really don't care about your future. How the fuck you can let Hit Row go is beyond me. I said the same thing about Frankie Monet. I said the same thing about Keith Lee. I said the same thing about Mia Yim. I said the same thing about Bray Wyatt, about Malachi Black, about Buddy Murphy, about all the other 100 people that got released over the past year. And you know what's crazy about all of this? We're not done. We're not done. I guess we should start making predictions now on who's getting released. I'm still waiting on Ricochet to be dropped. It's only a matter of time before he's done. At this point in time, yeah, he's about to be gone. He's about to be gone. We also got Samoa Joe, who I'm still surprised still has a job. I guess they just don't want him going to AEW. Right? But he's not on TV. I mean, the women aren't safe, so probably Shotzi. The Viking Raiders are more than likely, they's about to be out. They's about to be out. The Viking Raiders. I got nothing, y'all. I don't know what to say. I'm done. I can't speak more on this. I've talked myself out. You guys have fun. You guys send me your opinions. Send me your thoughts. Cashapp, Venmo, Superchat, PayPal. That's the way to donate. Cause I've talked myself out. I got nothing else to say. I'm just gonna be repeating myself. So y'all have the floor. I'm gonna play Superchats. And then I'm just going to read your comments because I don't know what else to say anymore.
Had a dream Way was going out business.
You had a dream that WWE was going out of business? I don't know if they're going out of business, but it's not looking too promising for their future, that's for sure. That I know for sure. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. Like, how do you release all this talent? These are some of the best talents in the world, too.
Where do you think Taya and Johnny will end up?
AEW. You know Tony made that call. It's the best place for them, if anything else. That's just how I feel about it. You can agree or disagree on that one. Yeah, but I think it's the best place for both of them. They can make the most money there, do a lot of good things. I'm just saying. Thank you for subscribing. I noticed that my subscriber count is going all the way up, but of course it is. Of course it's going up. It wouldn't be going up if I was talking about something positive, right? And that's what's sad about all this. Okay, so I think that's all the super chats for now. Ugh, live chat. Talk to me. What y'all got for me? By the way, big shout out to A&B Convos, Wrestling Edition, for joining me live. They also did a live broadcast on this. Let me see what they've been saying here in the live chat. It says here, we feel like we are in an abusive relationship with WWE at this point. Please, don't hurt us. Don't hurt us no more. Oh, come on. Y'all can deal with this. Y'all lived through some of the worst parts of the Attitude Era. This ain't nothing. Y'all sat through Boogeyman eating, what's her name's face? Jillian Hall's face. That little mole in her face. Him eating worms. Y'all sat through Mae Young giving birth to a hand. Y'all sat through Rikishi stink-facing people. Y'all sat through, what was one that was really disgusting? Katie Vick. Y'all be alright. Y'all can handle this. Y'all can handle this. Yeah, of course. Please go subscribe to A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. One of the best reaction channels on here. They'll be reacting to my 100 on songs Holy S moment video very soon too, so I'm excited about that. Alright, let me do some shout outs here. Let me read your comments and do some shout outs. Thank y'all for being here. We're still holding very strong at 400 as we start to wind things down. Man, it's a lot. I'm just gonna have to say the names. Let's see. Khalil does everything. Impact will pick up Rockstar Spud and EC3 pretty soon. That's a good place for them. Isn't that where they started? Be nice. Billy Ray Allen, could Samoa Joe be next? He probably is next. I would be surprised if he's next. Michael Walker, I'm getting chills. Yeah, that video with Drake Maverick was crazy. That was a good video. He did a very good job. I really got to ask, like, did he make that in a day? Or was that pre-made before his release? Did he know that he was going to be released and he was ready for it to be dropped? Manuel Rojas. Good indie promo. It was better than an indie promo. That was crazy. George Diaz. Alyx, you're at 31,000 subscribers. I am? Did I hit 31,000 already? I did! What? Yeah! Oh, that's cool! 31,000 subscribers! Woo! That's pretty dope. 31K subs. Like the video, guys, to celebrate. That's pretty cool. I didn't think I was gonna hit it today, but I did. Woo! 31,000 subscribers. Wow. That's pretty cool. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Teresita always supporting. I appreciate you, Teresita. And thank you for your donations. I really do appreciate those too. Teresita thinks Xavier Woods is on the chopping block. I hope not. That would suck. Taylor Alexa, in related news, I did apply for the writing job for WWE. Why? Taylor, why? Why, Taylor? Taylor, what? No, Taylor, come here. Come here. Get your butt over here. What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? You do know that you're not going to be writing for us, right? You're going to be writing fart jokes. Is that what you want to write, Taylor? You like writing fart jokes? Maybe a. Is that what you like? Is that what you into? Because that's what you're going to be writing for Vince McMahon. Otherwise, rip. Taylor, you're fired. And then you say, I have a farting gimmick idea. He's like, oh, well, goddamn, kid. Now you're speaking my language. Taylor says, the problem is the writers. I love you, Taylor, but are you serious? She says, the problem is the writers and backstage officials. No, Taylor, The problem is Vince. It ain't the writers. It's Vince. It's Vince, goddammit. It's Vince. But good luck. You're probably gonna regret you signed in maybe 3 seconds. As soon as you sign, you're like, oh fuck, why did I do this? Taylor says she lives for my content. Well, I live for your support, and I appreciate that. Please. Michael Walker, don't Taylor. Don't do it, Taylor.
I'm pretty much done with WWE. Only watch SmackDown for Roman. Once he loses that belt, I'm done with WWE forever.
Well, he's gonna beat The Rock, and whoever beats him after that, they better be ready to go with him, because after Roman loses the belt, you're right. There's no one else. Roman is it. Roman is it, man. Kyle says, Kyle Kamens, what do you think, who do you think's gonna win the Rumble next year? I don't fucking know. I don't know, dude. You know what? It might just be Drew and Bianca again, because I don't see Bayley returning for Rumble. If Bayley returns during the Rumble, Bayley. But it's gonna be Bianca and Drew again. Unless Ronda comes back, I don't fucking know. I don't know who it's gonna be. Mr. Danger B says, can fans go on strike? It's not happening, sir. They're not going on no goddamn strike. They don't have the balls, the cojones, to go on strike. Jordan Williams, he's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. I love that. He's gonna puke. I love it. There was one former wrestling reviewer. He doesn't do wrestling reviews anymore. He does movie reviews. Fool Killer 99. He would have one of those sound bites. By God, he's gonna puke. He got the fuck out of the wrestling community, because this is, I understand now. He's doing great. He's doing movie reviews, and he has like 50,000 subscribers, or is it like 40,000? He's doing really well, and I still follow him. He's great. But yeah, he doesn't mess with wrestling. He still watches it, and he loves AEW, but he doesn't fuck with WWE no more. Kane the bad guy. It's going to be a very small Rumble. Do they even have a roster to fill up 30 spots? Oh man, in the Women's Rumble, I'm serious. Like, do they even have a roster enough to fill up 30 spots in the Women's Rumble? I don't think they have a big enough roster. They're definitely going to have to fill it up with some people from NXT. They might have Naomi win. They might have no choice. Ezra F. What's up, man? Good to have
you. Eva Marie is the best wrestler ever, lol.
Everybody press 1 if you want me to block Jordan Lopez, who's clearly high as fuck right now for saying Eva Marie's the best wrestler. I think I should block him. Should I block him? Just press 1. I'm joking. I'm not going to block you. The Crunch G. WWE has so many people signed still around 200. Issue still is most of them aren't ready for TV, let alone the main roster. 200? I ain't got no 200. Everybody pressed 1. Everybody's pressing 1. Stop. I'm not gonna block him. Y'all can roast him. Y'all can roast him in the chat though. That's hilarious that everybody just went boop. That's hilarious. Alright, stop the ones. Nah, screw that. Keep going 1. We the ones. We the ones, baby. We the ones. What's this? Someone just said Elias got released. No, he didn't. Actually, let me check. Let me check just to be sure. Let me. Oh man, he was probably joking around, but I just gotta be sure now. Okay, he didn't get released. He probably should get released though. He probably should be on his way out. Because they're not doing anything with him no more. Let me just be absolutely sure. Y'all got me on Twitter now, like, ah, damn. Let me go to WWE's Twitter. Just to be sure that they didn't release him. Okay. Okay, they didn't release him. I think it's funny. Let me just say this too. Usually WWE is the one to tell us that they're releasing talent. Now the only person that reveals people are being released is Sean Ross Sapp. I think that's interesting. That's suspicious, sir. Mr. Sean Ross Sapp. I think I might need to do some research. Ooh, who is this? So I was scrolling through my timeline and I ran across this wrestler. Who this? Who's this? Natalia Markarov. Natalia Markarov. Who is this? Get a closer look at you. You know what? I might need to invite her on for an interview. Let me see here. Does she have the? Ooh, she got DMs. I'm gonna sign them DMs. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna do it while I'm just playing around. I wasn't gonna do it while I was live. No, I'm not gonna actually message her. I didn't even know what to say to her. I'm just messing with you. She was on AEW Dark. Okay, I didn't know that. She's Russian. She's Russian. Maybe we should invite her on for an interview. Get to know her. Everybody's like, do it. Do it. I wasn't gonna. I didn't do it. Calm down. Ask her for her number. See, y'all saying I should do it. I ain't gonna do it. Nah. It would really suck. You know what would be fucking hilarious? If she was watching my videos and she ends up messaging me. That would be hilarious. Yeah, the Wild Arcanine. I'm sorry, man. They released more people. What you gonna do? Let's see. Brett Gerard says, I heard somewhere, I'm not sure who reported it, the WWE is looking to find ways to prevent negative press when they release talent. You can't. You can't. See, y'all trying to encourage me to message her. All right. Now keep that up. Y'all gonna find her on this channel. Yeah, y'all not gonna like what y'all see. And I'll be like, it's your fault. It's your fault. Ain't my fault. It's your fault. Not my fault. Your fault. Your fault. Your fault. Okay. Y'all, what y'all talking about? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take out. You know what? Lord have mercy. Hold on. That was her. No, sorry. That's someone else. Let's say doing the stream. More WWE releases. Yeah.
Raw has 43 wrestlers. NXT has 62. SmackDown has 36.
62? God damn. Okay, so the main roster only has 79. Okay, so 79 plus 62. 141. It's 141 people. That makes that's about right, and that's just wrestlers. We're not talking about interviewers and, of course, commentary, so averaging about 150 people, right? Sure, whatever. Hey, guys, I'm tired. If it's okay with you, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a break tomorrow. I'm not doing a freaking SmackDown review. I'm not doing it. Yeah. I would rather y'all go watch A and B Convo's Wrestling Edition. React to it. When they do their reaction. Go do that. Check out other people watching SmackDown. I'm gonna see you for Sunday. I'm skipping tomorrow's broadcast. I'll see you for Sunday for Survivor Series. Okay? Sunday. I'll be here Sunday. If you want to continue to donate to me, please do using Cashapp and Venmo. Help me out on, help me out on those platforms. Donate to me with Cashapp, donate to me with Venmo. Help a brother out. And if you don't have Venmo or Cashapp, I also have PayPal. Donate to my PayPal. Do whatever you got to do. Do whatever you got to do to help me out. But other than that, y'all, listen. Go crazy in the comments. Tell me your thoughts, how you feel about this in the comment section, because this is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous now. There is no future for WWE. No one is safe. But I'll be up here continuing to lead you through the wilderness. Right here in Alyx's world. A safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'll catch you guys in my next stream. Be sure you like the video and subscribe for more. Until then, peace.